joining me today. Today I had some time on my hands and I was getting ready and I decided why not film a tutorial. I was feeling bold and springy, so I decided to go ahead and film a tutorial for you guys. So if you want to see how I got this bold spring I look, just join me as we get into the chaos. Ugh, I look so weird right now. My eyebrows are not on fleek. Anyways, I've already done my face makeup, blush, foundation, all that stuff. I keep it simple. I don't do like heavy contouring or anything like that. And I've also done my, I've primed my eyelids with the Urban Decay Sin Primer. So let me get started. I am going to take my Motifs Cosmetic eyeshadow, and I don't really want to show it because I'm going to do an update on it. It's one of the shadows that I'm trying to use up for 2016. So I'm just going to go in and set my primer. I'm going to try to edit a lot of it down because I know that when I'm doing this kind of videos, I can talk. So I don't want it to be like overly long for what it is. So I'm going to try to keep it as short as I can. And to be honest, you guys, I have no idea. I mean, I have some kind of an idea of what I want to do, but not a whole lot. So I'm kind of just winging it here. Next, I'm going to take this color from Avon, which I decided to repress after I hit pan on it, and now it got all cracky on me and all weird. So I'm just going to take my regular beat up fluffy brush and I'm going to just throw it on there as a transition shade. My lighting is usually really warm and now it looks really cool. I wonder what's up with that. I have no idea. I'm looking really cool tone right now. Okay, and then what I like to do is I like to take another fluffy brush and go into the lighter color, this lighter color up here, and then just go into my brows a little bit. Not that this is necessary. I don't know why I do it if later I go back and add a highlighting shade, but it's something that I just do. Next, I'm going to take this green color from CoverGirl, and it's, I guess it's color number 316, and it is a beautiful cream shadow, pencil shadow. So I'm going to go in there and apply it on my outer third of my eye. Actually, you know what? Let me just take a little bit more in here to like, I'm going to do like half of my eye. I don't know if the color is really showing through on camera, but this color is so pretty. I'm not a big fan of a lot of CoverGirl shadows or a lot of CoverGirl products, but this one is, these pencils are really good. So now that I have that out of the way, I am going to go ahead and take another project pan item that I have going on, and it's a LA Colors Jumbo Pencil in white. So I am just going to do the rest of my lid with that. And I'm going to kind of blend it in with the green one. And the other side, it doesn't have to be perfect. So now we got kind of the half and half thing going on. I could totally wear this. Like totally. Just like that on its own. What do you guys think? So I'm going to go through and just pat it. Just pat it down. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and this is such a lovely palette. I love it. It has a ton of different bright, bold colors that are just, I love. And their brushes are just too cute. Look at that. They're polka dotty. There's a bunch of them that I haven't even used. So I'm going to take a little brush from their set, and it's going to be this one right here, and it's just a little flat brush. I'm going to go into this yellowish shade right here. It may look kind of greenish, but trust me, it's yellow. And I'm just gonna put that in the inner corner, and it's not gonna show up too yellow, but I'm not trying to get it to be too yellow. I'm just trying to get like a gradient type of effect going. And now I can do the other side. Okay, now I'm going to take the same little brush and I'm just going to flip it over. And I'm going to go into this lime green right here. The very first lime green one. And I'm going to go over that green shadow, the green CoverGirl shadow we just added on, just to set it. I have not used these colors in such a long time. I am so glad. I love bold colors. I love bright colors. It's just, it's my thing. Okay, so now that that's done, as you can see, it looks a little bit yellowish going on to the lime green, I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to take this longer flat brush, and I'm going to go into this orange right here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just go in where the orange is and where the green is, and just top it off and blend it outward a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Just start it where the green starts so it can kind of blend together, and just blend it outward. And with that yellow and green, it's going to create a yellowish kind of effect. So this actually looks really cool. And you can totally just bring the orange out and then add a darker color, or leave it as it is and just blend out into the crease, and it will be totally fine. It looks really, really pretty. Okay, so now with this same brush, because I mean, it doesn't really matter if they mix, it's not a big deal for me. I'm going to go in to this red right here, this super vibrant red. I'm gonna take a little bit of that right there, and then go into the outer third of the eye. And of course the other side as well. And at this point you can bring this red shade, you can kind of bring it over the orange so it can tone it down a little bit, and it can blend a little bit more into a pinkish kind of color. Now I'm going to take this angled brush from e.l.f., really basic brush, and I'm going to go into this darker purplish magenta kind of color, and I'm going to put that on my crease. And I'm going to try, I always make this mistake where I go all the way in. I'm going to try not to do that because I just have that habit, and I don't want to do that with this look. And when I'm using this brush, what I do is I just blend at the same time, because I find that I'm just horrible at blending. So when I use a fluffy brush to blend out my colors, they just end up just melting all together, and you can't even see the difference. So I try to do it with this brush, and it actually really works. I like it for that. So it's something that I've gotten used to doing, just blending it out with the same brush. And I like to go high up on my colors. I know a lot of people don't. I do. I have a lot of space, so why not use it? Okay, so there's that side. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Lord help me, and they come out the same, because oh my gosh, we all know how that goes. Okay, so now I have both sides done. Please tell me it came out the same. I'm hoping, because this is crazy enough. Not everybody can deal with it, and I don't want to walk around looking weird with two different sets of eyes. Although, really, personally, I don't even care. Don't nobody care, ain't nobody care, nobody cares. Okay, so after that, I am going to go ahead and apply my highlight shade on my brow bone, and then I'm going to blend in with a blending shade to make those two come together. So since I'm doing all matte colors, I have decided to go ahead and use the same little Avon highlight color here. I'm going to take some of that and just highlight my brows. Okay, and to blend them all together, I'm going to take that same brush, and I'm going to take my Forever Nude palette and go into the blushes right here. Mix them both together and just blend out the crease color, just so there's no crazy harsh lines. Okay, that's all done. So I'm going to take another semi-fluffy-ish brush, which is this one right here, and it's also from Geek Cosmetics. And I'm just gonna go in and lightly blend these colors so there's no crazy harsh lines either. There we go. This is so parakeet inspired. It reminds me like one of those colorful Mexican parakeets. That's what it looks like. I don't know if that's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. So finally I'm going to go into my palette again and get this shimmery white highlight or whatever it is, and go in with a very fluffy brush and just do my inner corners. I know people, when they do this, they use such a delicate, small, fine little brush. That never works for me. It never ever works for me. It just ends up looking so weird. So I decided to try with a big brush, and it works. So I'm just gonna go in and bring that up into where my crease starts and my inner corner. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this other side. Just bring it up just in the middle and then up to blend it in with that other color. And magically enough, it works. Okay, now for the interesting part, which is gonna be my eyeliner. Let's see how this turns out. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Precision eyeliner and attempt to make a good line. Okay, so I managed to get both sides done. Finally, I got liner in my on this corner as well. When will I learn? Okay, so now we're ready to move on to bigger and better things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an eye brightener. I'm going to take my Milani 12-hour pencil, and I'm going to line my inner rim. And you can go in with whatever pencil you want, a white one, a colored one, whatever you want, you can put in there. If you don't want to put anything, then by any means, don't put anything in there. Okay, so after that, I'm going to incorporate some of the green that I have on my lids. More green, that's right. I'm going to take this NYX pencil, and the color is it's in lime green. So it's a waterproof NYX pencil. I love these things. And I'm just going to go in and line my lower lash. I don't usually do this unless I'm going out somewhere or have to look extra made up. But this is a step that I don't usually do if I'm just in a hurry or getting ready to get out of the house. And I always make it a point to just kind of blend it in a little bit with the eyeliner, so it's not like two separate lines. Now I'm going to take one of the really tiny brushes and go into my palette, and I'm going to be using this darker green right here. Look at my nails. Oh my gosh. Full of liner. Okay, so I'm going into that green right there, and I'm just gonna set my liner, my lower lash line. You know what? This palette will be really fun to use with a palette bingo. It will be interesting to see what looks can come out of this while doing that palette bingo. Alright, so that's all set, and just to put a little bit more icing on the cake, I'm going to blend it out a little bit with this orange right here. I know it's kind of strange, don't judge me. There's no rules in makeup, there's guidelines, but in reality, you can do whatever the heck you want with your makeup. It's your face. Wayne Goss always says it can be washed off. It's not a big deal. You're not hurting anyone. So there we go. You just go ahead and line this, blend this together, and it actually creates a really pretty effect. And I'm going to bring you in closer in a little bit. Let me just finish this off. You see, I don't know if you can really tell. Let me try it. Can you see that? It gives a really pretty effect. I'm actually surprised. Let me go in and do the other side now. Okay, so I have both sides done. I managed to lose my hand mirror somewhere. But anyways, I'm going to take this Caught My Eye primer, and I'm going to prime my lashes. And I'm going to be wearing falsies, so I don't even know why I'm doing this, but okay. And I usually prime, and before it dries, I go in with my mascara, because if not, it'll dry up and it makes it a little bit harder. So I'm going in with my It Cosmetics mascara, the one with a little ball that not very many people can stand. I like it. It does wonders for my eyelashes, and I think it's a really good mascara. And it's this one right here. It's a Hello Lashes extension mascara from It Cosmetics. Okay, so there we go. We are done with my lashes. Now for my falsies, I am going to use Cara lashes. I love them. I'm going to repurchase a whole bunch of them. I just don't use false eyelashes a whole lot. And I'm going in with my Duo eyelash adhesive. A lot of people aren't a big fan of the Duo Lash, but I am. It works just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I had the hardest time putting on my dang lashes. I don't know what it was. I always apply them fairly easy, but this time it was a little bit hard. So as you can see, this is the complete look. I have my lashes on. I put on my lipstick, my NYX Suede lipstick in shade 08. This is a very, very bright lipstick. I just threw it on. You can go more natural, of course, but I just wanted to try a bold lip. I'm going to take this off and try a more natural one and see how that works out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's a more toned down version of this look, which I really, really prefer over the bold lip. And this was done with my Forever Nudes palette, and I used this neutral nude color right here. I think it just goes way better with this whole look. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Again, like I said before, there's no rules in makeup. There's guidelines if you choose to follow them. If you don't, you're not hurting anybody, so it doesn't matter. You can play with your makeup, wash it off. It's all up to you what you want to wear. Don't let anybody bring you down because of what you choose to wear. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.